right, thank you for joining us for Talk Pittsburgh. We have made it to Wednesday. We are in the middle of the week, and we're feeling good.
We are, especially after yesterday, the warmth, the sunshine.
I know.
And I was so surprised how much actually melted from that. And then, of course, we're back in the 30s today. So here we are.
Sorry.
We have a lot coming up this hour, something I've been so excited to dig into. We're talking about hypermobility. You know how you could turn your elbows out, or maybe you know someone who was double jointed, touching your toes, no problem, right?
Yeah, well, it turns out there's more to it than just flexibility. It can be a sign of a chronic condition. We're breaking it down later this hour for Wellness Wednesday.
And this one, truly, I've been seeing this all over social media, so I'm excited to learn more from her. Plus, no one wants to spend more money in 2026, but if you're in a relationship, you can't avoid Valentine's Day forever. In fact, you have like 3 days. It's Love Week on Talk Pittsburgh, and we're breaking down what you can do in the Burgh for little to no money and little to no time.
Yeah, and the Olympians from right here in Western PA are making a splash, including a major shout-out win for the U.S. women's hockey team. Reporter Cassidy Wood is here to break it all down.
That and so much more coming up this hour. First, though, your local headlines in under 90 seconds in today's Burgh Eye View.
The man who allegedly stole nearly $250,000 from a nonprofit in the Philadelphia area is also the head coach of the boys basketball team at Burrell High School.
Now, Fintuso was arrested for using the money for family vacations, a country club membership, limo service, and installing a hot tub in his home in Lower Burrell.
Right now, PennDOT is looking for possible upgrades after another wrong-way driver crash. We're talking about yesterday morning's crash on I-70 in Westmoreland County. It's the fourth wrong-way crash in our region in just the last month. Now, PennDOT says that they are reviewing data from the state reporting system and looking for trends and potential safety improvements. Spring training gets underway today.
So the first batch of buccos are invading Bradenton.
Football's over. We just had temps in the mid-50s yesterday. There are signs that spring is near. When it comes to pitching, the rotation is pretty much set. Paul Skeens is your ace, of course, the reigning NL Cy Young winner.
He's going every single day. He shows up to be the best version of himself, and he shows up for something that's bigger than himself.
Spring is coming, baseball is coming, that's for sure. But first, we have to get through Valentine's Day. It's in just a few days, and if you're short on time or trying not to overspend, Mikey's got you covered with some easy date ideas right here in the Burgh.
Okay, if Valentine's Day snuck up on you and your wallet is still recovering from the holidays, don't worry, I've got you. First, you don't need a big budget to plan a great date. Next Pittsburgh has a great lineup of free and cheap options around town. One of the best, especially since it'll be close to 40 degrees on Saturday, ice skating. It's one of those classic date nights that feels festive without costing much. Now, if you want something a little more hands-on, the Pittsburgh Glass Center is hosting a Heart of Glass date night. Couples can work with an artist to create their own glass heart or charcuterie plate. Plus, there's cocktails, small bites, and glass-blowing demos. Pittsburgh Magazine also has some great events to choose from. If you're feeling bold, Cupid's Undie Run is back on the north side. It's exactly what it sounds like. People running in their undies, all for a great cause. Now, if you're heading out, especially to a nice dinner, quick style update. The super casual athleisure era is fading fast. Fashion experts at Who What Wear say leggings, hoodies, and sneakers are finally taking a back seat. Instead, this year, it's all about getting dressed up again. Think glam, a bit of sparkle, and you are date night ready. So meanwhile, even with all the budget-friendly ideas, USA Today reported that Valentine's Day spending is expected to hit record highs this year because people aren't just buying for their significant other, they're buying for their friends and also their pets.
You know what has become, and I just have to say this, a little bit more complicated. A lot of schools now are saying they don't want the kids to send in treats or candy.
I'm hearing that.
For Valentine's Day. So you used to be able to buy like the little gummies and it would be the Valentine that you could hand out. Now you can't do that. And so everything that we have to get for Valentine's Day for the classroom parties is more expensive. So even that is adding up. I know.
That
feels
makes
like
a lot of sense. Yeah, but we're going to talk about experiences, Valentine's Day experiences that you can do for a low cost or even free a little bit later on in the show. But for me, I love a good experience.
I know you do. I will tell you that I have no knowledge of any plans that are happening this Saturday. And I
Neither
feel
do
like,
I.
right? Maybe,
Something. I hope.
Are you sure? I don't know. You know what? I'm not convinced. And I told you, like for me, I feel like Frankie just needs to check that box for me.
Yeah.
Like I just need him to do one little thing.
One thing.
Because I don't want to be 30 years into our marriage and be like, no, we don't do anything on Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
fine.
Kind of sounds sad. He's going to do something. It's fine. If not, it'll be you and I together.
I'm calling you Saturday. We're going out. If they're not there, we're going out. Gosh, this is why Valentine's Day exists.
Perfect.
Well, there are 71 days until the NFL draft comes to Pittsburgh. Each Wednesday, we're showing you what's new, what to expect this spring as we count down to the draft.
Yeah, today we're rating the official 2026 draft merch items. There are different designs, shirts, socks, sweatshirts, hats, whatever you could imagine. So we're looking at a few of them today and rating them on a scale of 1 to 5, starting with a draft t-shirt.
Okay, so let's see it. And so we have to rate this. Is it just the front? Do we just see the front of this?
I like this. Okay.
Do you?
So five is the best?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am going with, okay, I have to tell you, I'm not a huge t-shirt fan anymore unless I can
Why?
crop it
Why
and
don't you-
tie-dye it. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna go with a 3.
I'm gonna go with a 5. I'm picturing this with a nice pair of cutout jeans.
Yeah.
Cute combat boots.
I will say I am appreciative that it is a little bit black and gold,
A little
but
bit.
not the entire thing.
Right, a little pink in there.
Yes.
I like it.
Okay, next up is another shirt.
I'm
What?
I'm kind of bored with it.
The pick is in. What does that
What
mean?
pick?
What pick? What are we picking?
Is he
I mean, I
picked?
know that we're picking people.
Am I picked?
But I don't want to.
I don't know.
know.
I don't want to be picked.
I feel like that reminds me, because I have kids picking your nose. Stop picking
yeah,
your nose.
no,
That's what I think of. Okay, next
Ew.
item.
Oh, I like that.
I'm gonna.
Very stylish.
I hate to be so critical. I feel
gonna
like you've
give it a-
given 2 5s.
I like this. This because it's girly. I think that could be
It's the
cute
white.
with something. It's the white. It's not quite white. It's more so like
Is it
cream.
cream?
Maybe cream.
Ivory.
color?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
that.
Next item.
I don't know. This is taking me back to the 90s. This feels very circa 1995.
Come on.
I don't know.
We can do better than
Yeah.
this.
I'm gonna 3.
I
Oh,
went-
0.
That wasn't even
Wow.
on the scale.
You hate
We can do better than this. Come on.
I was the long sleeves. I like that. It's cold outside, so.
I don't like
Come in
it.
handy.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Actually, I feel like everything is wrong about it.
Do we have another one?
I think we have something else.
Oh, yeah.
You know who needs these?
Who?
Mr. David Highfield.
Oh, he needs socks.
I'll say 5.
Yeah, I like.
Well, because he has all of his fancy socks
That's
that he
true.
wears with
That's
his
true.
suits.
I like these too.
Okay,
I love socks. Any sock.
All right, that's a 5. What do we have next? Pittsburgh NFL draft. I feel like we've seen this before.
Is it wrinkled or is
No, I
that
think
just a
it's supposed
design?
to- I'm gonna give it
I'm
a.
just gonna
no.
give it a 1. I don't. It looks like it needs
Played out.
ironed, but it's.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
give it a 3.
A 3?
Honestly,
Okay.
I just feel like we could have been a little bit more creative, but it's fine.
Okay,
This could be
it's a
anything.
1. What is that?
Is this-
Is that a keychain? Ornament.
Okay.
Okay, it's
All right.
it's
I mean, I
fine.
feel like
It's a
collector's
bridge.
item. It
Sure.
could be memorabilia. I'll give
2.
it a 4.
Bridge. We've seen them.
Okay.
We've walked
And
them.
we have one more item. What is this?
What? It's just a shirt.
Is it?
It's a shirt. A
It's a-
boxy T-shirt.
Okay.
I'm gonna give that a
Actually-
1. I mean, but you could use that for a lot.
I will give it a 5.
A 5? Okay.
Because-
it's versatile.
I like a boxy T-shirt.
Do you?
As you know, I like to dress like a 12-year-old boy, and I'm all in on a boxy T-shirt, a pair of baggy jeans.
Okay.
Give it to me.
So that'll work.
I'm in on that. I don't know. I'm not a designer, but like sign me up. Like
Yeah,
let me
you could
help
do
you.
it. You could do it.
Let me give you some ideas, especially for women's wear. Like I know, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, if you want to get into the nitty-gritty details of Pittsburgh's draft legacy, check out Drafted tonight in the 5 o'clock hour. Our sports team picked the 52 best Western PA football players to get drafted to the NFL, and they're revealing their next pick tonight.
And as crews continue construction and renovations at Arts Landing and Market Square ahead of the draft, our junior achievement of the week is all about the trades. So yesterday we asked, who do you think makes up the biggest chunk of today's skilled trades workers? Now, most of you said 30s. The correct answer is 45 plus. Yeah, more than 50% of skilled trades workers are over 50.
And as we mentioned last week, there's good news. Gen Z is jumping into the trades too for various reasons, driven by the high cost of college, worries about AI, and a growing desire to skip office life altogether. You know, you want your office to be out and about. You don't want to be stuck in a cubicle. I get it.
You want to be out. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, we just talked about gifting a low-cost Valentine's experience. Do you think that makes the perfect Valentine's gift? Mikey asked you and breaks down what makes a meaningful moment for your Valentine ahead.
Plus, big flavors, deep roots, and a pot full of tradition. We're tossing in some Southern staples and letting the magic happen.
And it's history, heritage, and high energy all wrapped up into one unforgettable show. Stick around to see how these high schoolers are using dance to spread a powerful message this Black History Month. That's next on Talk Pittsburgh.
All right, there's a special performance on the way, one where every step tells a story, every leap reflects a legacy, and every beat carries generations of culture.
That's the spirit behind Pittsburgh Kappa's annual Celebrating Black Dance Concert, an inspiring showcase that honors Black artistry, history, and expression through movement.
Here to tell us about it are Kappa Dance Department Chair Erica Morton, along with dance students Nairi Hunter and Monte Booker. Welcome to you all. Erica, tell us about what it takes to prepare for a big show like this.
Yeah, so we start preparing for this show almost a year in advance because we're contacting guest artists from all over the area to bring to our students. So about last February, we started doing that. We get it solidified in the summer, and then we bring the artists in December, and then we're ready to perform in February.
Monte, what is it like to work with some of these guest choreographers and these special people who are coming in to show you more about this?
It's actually a very good opportunity. Them coming into our school and giving us a chance to perform their work is actually very fun and a good opportunity.
Yeah, well, that's good. And if you could pass the mic to Nairi, talk about what it means to be a part of such a big celebration like this.
What it means to be a part of such this big celebration, it's honestly like an honor because you get to meet new people and then work with like your friends and classmates that's not always in the same grade as you. Also too, just to see like how all our hard work has paid off.
Oh, I love that.
So we're going to see a performance in a little while, but we're saying this is a dance concert. So is there a number of different things all pulled together to really celebrate art?
Yes, so there will be 7 pieces total in the concert. 6 of those are choreographed by our guest artists, and then one of those is also going to be representing our school at the High School Dance Festival as well. So it'll be a full concert of 7 different genres, all different things, talking about different elements of Black culture.
Yeah, and you must be excited to watch these students, just watch them perform at their highest level. What's your favorite part of this whole performance showcase?
Yeah, it's definitely an honor, especially because I'm a Kappa alum, so knowing the experience of how this show works and how it works and everything like that, it's really inspiring just to see the students really have fun on stage and get to do something different that they don't get to do every day.
Well, before we get into the performance, tell us a little bit about what we're going to see and what this truly embodies.
Okay, the piece that we are going to give you a snippet of, it shows like the culture in the background of like you just at a family cookout, vibing and having fun. And yeah, it's just all about the vibe and family.
Oh, you say we're at a cookout and we're having fun? Sign me up.
I know.
I'm ready.
We're going to let you guys take it away, and I'll take this so you can do your thing, and Mikey and I are going to step out of the way. Take it away. Okay, love it. Can I just tell you, the music alone, it brings me back to like the 80s, 90s. I love the music. It's so fun.
Yeah, you guys make it look so easy.
Yeah,
and I know it's not, but that was such an excellent performance. You're really good.
So talented. Thank you.
All right, well, Kappa's Celebrate Black Dance Concert is happening on Thursday, February 19th at 7 in the evening. We have more information on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
You know who else has moves? Mary.
She does.
Mary has moves. I know, we're bringing out our wedding dance.
I'm hoping we're invited to the cookout.
I know.
She has moves and a voice.
All right, so we had such a beautiful day yesterday, and I know that it couldn't last forever, so what's coming next?
We need sunshine for the cookout to enjoy it. And one sign that winter is just losing its grip is the increasing daylight. I'll let you know how many more hours we're looking to see more daylight coming up.
Okay, Mary, I have to tell you, so yesterday, Frankie's out back, and he's clearing out our patio. All the snow was starting to melt, not all of it, some of it. We're getting our hot tub. It's coming this week, and I'm so excited.
You deserve it.
Yes, but the good weather can't last forever, at least not right now.
So yesterday was absolutely beautiful, right? We do have some nice days ahead, but today, again, our temperatures are just right around that freezing mark.
Right.
Not a lot of sunshine, but we do have good news ahead, and that is that at the daylight, it is increasing. We will have a few snow showers today, but it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. So yes, the daylight is increasing, and I love this. We're sitting down to dinner at 5:30, and it's still light outside. This is perfect.
Here's all the good news. You ready for it?
Yep.
All right, so tomorrow, the sunrise will be at 7:18. So that's 10 hours and 35 minutes, hours of daylight, and then the sun set 5:52 in a month. 7:38, 11 hours, 44 minutes of hours of daylight gained. But guess what?
What?
In 2 months.
In 2 months.
6:49 a.m. is the sunrise, 13 hours, 4 minutes of hours of daylight. And that's because we spring forward Sunday, March 8th, and we are less than a month away from that. So currently, just right now, we are gaining 2 minutes and 23 seconds of daylight each year. But the extra daylight, it's not just nice for getting outside later in the day. The increasing sun, it helps our bodies naturally produce vitamin D, which plays an important role in our immune health. It's our bone strength, it's our energy levels, and it improves our mood. So after these months of the shorter, darker winter days, we are finally seeing a difference. Physically, mentally, it's time. We need it. We had that taste yesterday, but we do have some more sunshine on the way, and even Valentine's Day is looking really nice.
This is why I love the 4 seasons, because it gives you something to look forward to.
I know.
You know, we got to get through the dark days to see the sunshine.
It's coming.
Thank you, Mary.
Yeah.
All right. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and if you're like most people, you might be feeling the pressure to find that perfect gift. We already talked about low-cost experiences, but what about the stuff? You know, flowers, chocolate, jewelry. The options are endless, but are we choosing the things that matter the most? And under a Mikey Minute, how do you choose the right gift? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. That's a good question. So here's the thing. Research shows most people don't actually want big, expensive gifts. According to the National Retail Federation, the top things people say they want are quality time, a thoughtful gesture, or a meaningful experience, not just flowers or candy. Relationship experts also say the biggest mistake people make is guessing instead of asking. A study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that partners are happier when they clearly communicate what makes them feel loved, whether that's date night, a handwritten note, or just a night off from responsibilities. I love that one. And get this, psychologists say experiences create stronger emotional memories than physical gifts. That could be cooking dinner together, trying something new, or just putting the phones away to be present. So before you stress out trying to find the perfect gift this year, usually it's exactly what they ask for. Well, did I make it?
You made it.
Well done, Mikey. Oh, that's the perfect gift. All right, I stepped outside to ask people what they really want for Valentine's Day. What are you hoping to get for Valentine's Day? Like, what do you really want?
Oh, geez. What do I really want? Honestly, I just love handmade stuff. I think Valentine's Day is like the perfect, like, make a little type, you know, stuff out of construction paper, just like a little thing, you know. I'm not like super, you know, into fancy blowing it out of the water every year type thing. I think people focus on that, you know, setting expectations for every single year to be like larger and larger.
Whatever I want, my wife pretty much goes and gets. I'd say if there was one thing is going on vacation to a warm spot.
Oh, yeah,
That's pretty popular this time of year.
Yeah, it's more so about the experiences that you actually remember.
Right.
Where would you like to go?
Somewhere warm.
My husband is a t-shirt and jeans guy, so there's not usually too much in the Valentine's world.
If you had your wish, though.
He usually gets me Sarah's chocolate-covered pretzels, which are outstanding. And yeah, so I'll take a box of those, and a card even would be nice. Yeah, that says I love you.
Just seeing my child happy. You know, that was probably the best gift.
So no chocolate, flowers, nothing like that, or nothing that you even maybe do for yourself?
I might cook myself some dinner.
Oh,
you know, but you know, that chocolate thing I think is overrated. Sometimes it's more about love.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? I'm simple, but also complicated at the same time.
Obviously.
I just like thoughtful things.
Yeah. For me, I think the most valuable thing to us right now is time. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just time.
Time is a big deal.
And time together. I'm not saying like I need a day away by myself.
Right. Which I just...
Well, no, but that's different. That's your birthday. That's Mother's Day. I want a day to myself. Yes. But for Valentine's Day, I just want time together. I don't want to have to think about who's watching the kids or where we're going or making the reservation.
Yeah.
I just want the thoughtfulness of planning that out and being able to go.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen for you.
Did he call you? Do you know?
I don't know
Did he
anything.
ask you?
I know nothing.
Nothing's happening, Mikey. Going off of vibes, is that it?
I am. That's it.
Okay.
I know. Trust me.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, social media is abuzz with a term you may have never heard of, hypermobility. It may sound like a flex, like a superpower, but it's more than just being super flexible. We're learning what it is and how it impacts your overall health.
And there's nothing like a slow simmered dish that warms you from the inside out. Stick around to learn how to make this recipe that's bubbling with history and heart. If you could bottle up comfort, culture, and a little Southern soul, it might smell like what's cooking today. We're making a stew rooted in tradition and packed with flavors. Here to dish up the history and the recipe is Chef Carlene King. And as soon as I walked in, I smelled this wonderful aroma immediately.
You have to. There's so much in there. There's like all packed with flavor and vegetables and all of the things.
Everything. Okay, so what are we making today? Because a lot of these ingredients, they're straight from Africa.
Right.
Yeah.
So we are making a black-eyed pea and okra soup, and the black-eyed pea and okra are definitely African inspired from Ghana. So if you're in Ghana, they call this red.
Red.
Okay,
Right?
so
love that.
It's the tradition. It's kind of came over with us from Africa during the diaspora. But what I really love about this, and especially with the with not only Black History Month, with every month, is that when you're cooking with African food, especially for vegans, the flavors and the textures come together. They marry so nicely, and they make some amazing, healthy, and nutritious.
I love it. And this is a vegan dish.
So this is 100% vegan we're going to work on.
Okay, so what are we starting with here? You have something simmering.
Right, so we already have our trilogy in here. So our trilogy is traditionally with soul food. We have our green peppers, our onions, and our celery.
Okay.
Right, so we got that in here. We're going to go right in, Mike. We're going to get some garlic.
Go.
You want to go?
What is this simmering in, though?
Olive oil.
Olive oil, okay.
So you can do butter if you're not doing vegan. And also, I do have a love of, what's that clicking here?
Oh, I don't. Okay, there we go.
Always something.
It's fine. It's
and
haunted.
then I also have a love of, if you want to stew some pork or smoked turkey, you can do that as well and use that as a base.
Okay.
But we're going to get our olive oil in there last, because our garlic in there last, because we don't want it to sear. But you want to kind of, when you're doing vegan foods, you want to kind of take it low and caramelize it. I got started before we got, because you want to get all of those flavors out.
I see.
When you
so don't rush it, is what you're saying.
Not when you're sauteing your vegetables. You want to go really low and slow. You want to get that caramelization and get all of those flavors infused into this oil.
Okay.
Right? Very last, we're going to get in some fresh parsley. That gives us a nice grounded flavor.
Oh,
and this
I
is
love
like
parsley.
a 5-minute dish. You can make it from like your pantry. So we got that in there. All we're going to do is go in with everything else. You bring the ingredients, I'll bring the vegetable broth.
Okay.
You start right there with the okra.
With the okra. Oh, this right here.
Yep.
This is okra.
That is okra.
My grandmother is a big fan of okra.
A lot of people are not.
Oh. Our producer, Alante, he says he loves okra, but fried.
Yeah,
That's
so
that's the thing.
okra has a reputation for being slimy, which is true.
Okay, so just dump this in here?
Right on in. However, when you cook it in a stew, a gumbo, like that, what they consider slime, infuses into the broth and it
Oh, so
thickens
it's
it
good
and gives
then.
it good texture. Go everything.
Everything
goes
in. Okay,
so we got some corn. That's gonna give us some texture.
Okay, I'm not being a good assistant here. I have to be
No, no.
faster.
So we have black eyed peas. So you can use, so these ones are frozen. I'll use frozen. I don't have to clean them and do the pre-soak. But you can use a can if you're in a pinch. If you're going to use it, a can, you want to put it in the last 15 minutes.
Yes.
Because you want this okra to stew about at least 45 minutes.
You know what? I use canned beans all the time. It's so much easier because you don't have to wait a day for your beans to soak.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's get our tomatoes
Okay.
in here. So I use a roasted red with some chilies just to add some spice.
Okay, we have about
All
a
right.
minute left here. I need
All
to
right,
move
so
faster.
that's red pepper flakes. We got some Italian seasoning, and we
Okay.
got some bay leaves.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Well, let's put in a little curry. And this next one, that's about a tablespoon of curry. That's red, so you want to go slow on that.
Oh,
That's
slow.
cayenne.
Oh, so it's going to give it a little heat.
Little heat,
Okay.
right?
There we go. I'm just going to.
And then we
not
wait
too
till
much
the
heat.
very, very end, and then we'll add some salt. But that's it.
Yeah.
So we just let it stew down for about 45 minutes. It'll look
And
like
it
that.
looks like that. Okay. This is reminding me of like a gumbo almost.
Almost
right?
like a gumbo. And it's pantry, it's easy. You can put it in a crock pot, cook it about 8 hours on low. Amazing. But that's with a fresh bean.
That's okay. And so this is the final product here.
Of course.
Can I jump over here? Because
We should taste
you
it.
have this paired up with a slice of cornbread, which
Of
is
course.
amazing. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump right in here.
Me
So
too.
excited. Oh my
I
God.
taste everything. You
Everything.
taste everything, right?
That is so good.
So do you miss meat?
No, I don't miss it at all. Really
Not at
quickly
all.
before we go, what are you up to now?
Oh, so I am introducing Crown and Clover Hospitality Group.
Yay!
Oh, thank you. So it's a new group that I've created, and it's rooted in the culture of elevated soul food, elevated experience,
Yes.
community, and integrity.
I love that
So
for
we're
you.
really excited about it.
I'm excited for you too, and thank you for bringing this dish. It's amazing. I'm going to keep this with me. Okay, if you're interested in having Carlene cater your next event, head to our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. Well, ahead on Talk Pittsburgh, Heather's got some heartwarming news to share today.
I sure do. A local business is raising funds for a boy battling a life-threatening disease. We're going to show you how our community is stepping up. Talk Pittsburgh. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Talk Pittsburgh, and thank you for spending your afternoon with us.
Ahead this half hour, can you bend your thumb all the way back to your arm? Well, if you said, did you?
No, I can't.
Okay. If you said yes, well, you might have hypermobility.
Well, it's great for yoga poses. It could also come along with a risk of developing a chronic condition. We are diving into it this Wellness Wednesday.
And we're checking up on the Olympic athletes from right here in Western Pennsylvania. KDKA sports reporter Cassidy Wood has the golden details. But first, let's get into some good news that has us talking. All right, we're saying cheers because Pittsburgh is in the running to be named America's Best Beer City. The Burgh is one of 20 finalists in USA Today's 10 Best Awards for Best Beer Scene in the country. Judges looked at everything from established and up-and-coming beer bars, brew pubs, and local beer festivals. Pittsburgh made the list thanks to craft culture and more than 40 breweries. USA Today even called us the beer drinking town. All right. Voting is open through February 23rd.
And you know what goes really good with the beer, Mikey? A burger.
Oh, yeah.
And even better when it's for a good cause. Do you remember Burgers Brewing? They were with us last year in August. Well, they're doing something really cool. It's a fundraiser to help a local boy battling a life-threatening autoimmune disease called IPEX. The backstory, Jax has been ordering the same burger from this restaurant, there's Burgers, for years. This is what Burgers Brewing shared with us. They have named the Jax's Burger order after him, with profits from the Jax Burger being donated to help the IPEX Foundation. You could visit any of Burgers Brewing locations, Millvale, Southside, Lawrenceville, and Zelienople. Order the Jax to be part of this effort.
They're speaking to me. I'll participate every single day.
Well, you can see multiple patties there.
Yeah.
2 patties. Gotta love it. Lots of cheese, too. Well, the Olympics are officially underway, and Western PA is showing up. We've got local athletes chasing medals in Milan, and they are making us proud.
They sure are. KDKA sports reporter Cassidy Wood is here to break it all down. Now, let's start with women's hockey. They beat Canada yesterday 5-0, and they haven't lost yet.
Yeah, they're so exciting, you guys. I love watching this group of women, and 4 of them actually have gone through the Penn's Elite program here in Pittsburgh. So I know you got a chance to talk to Ava. And then Hannah Bilka is another one. She had 2 goals yesterday.
Wonderful.
And she originally is from Texas, went to the Ohio State University, and went through the Penn's Elite program. So it's really awesome seeing 4 of these women on this incredible team that did have ties here to Pittsburgh.
And let's talk about Layla Edwards, too, from Ohio, but played for the Penguins Elite. And, and how is she faring?
I mean, she's doing great. Again, it's all of these women. They've just meshed so well. I think it speaks to when you're able to play and grow up in youth hockey together, too. Penn's Elite is more of a youth program, and so they played for years together. So that does help when you're on a big stage like this. Years later, you have that chemistry because you built that foundation over the years.
Yeah, I've been following her story, and it's amazing how her dad got her involved in hockey at such an early age. And I think she's from Ohio.
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah. So love that. Yep.
Yeah. Love
All right. And so let's talk about men's hockey. This hasn't started yet, but we have a local NHL player, Vincent Trocheck.
Yeah, so he's impressive, you guys. The U.S. men's hockey team, you know, it's always so much fun to root for them. And I think this year especially, it's been really fun because both teams are doing really well, which we haven't seen in a while. And yeah, it's so fun when you have Pittsburgh ties like this on the big stage.
And Jasmine Jones from Greensburg.
Yes.
Did you have a chance to talk with her as well?
I did,
okay.
yeah.
And so she's on the U.S. bobsled team.
Right, and she is so impressive. What's really interesting that I found out in talking to her is Olympic recruits actually try to find track stars, college athletes that are track and field stars, to then train them for other kind of obscure Olympic events. So the bobsledding, the curlings, they find them at NCAA, institutions like Power 4 institutions. So she was reached out to in 2018 by a recruit her senior year at Eastern Michigan, and they were like, hey, you have really good stats. Do you maybe want to try bobsledding? And she had never really heard of it, so she did, and she worked really hard to try to qualify for actually 2022. She ended up getting pregnant and having her daughter, and with postpartum and all of that, it was really difficult for her to compete in 22. So she worked her way back, and now 4 years later in 26, she is competing. So not only is she a local woman with local ties, but just as a woman too, you appreciate what she's been through and how she's battled back.
We have talked about this, how long it takes as a woman to bounce back from having a baby, and that you truly are not yourself again for 2 years. So to think in those 2 years she had a baby and then went to the Olympics, like you are
amazing. So appreciate her determination. I'm just curious. You have such a vast knowledge of sports, and clearly you're watching the Olympics. What is your favorite thing to watch?
Oh, this is such a good question because it's changed over the years. I went through a weird phase when I was a young girl, and I was weirdly obsessed with figure skating, like ice skating. Tara Lipinski, I loved her when I was young. And I went through this whole phase with figure skating. Still love it. There's this guy, the Quad God, who's skating right now for the U.S., and he is so impressive. They call him the Quad God because he does the quads. So I love figure skating, obviously. Hockey as well. I think it's just so exciting. And skiing. I mean, downhill skiing is so much fun to watch. They're pushing triple digit. Like, they go 100 miles an hour.
It's wild.
It's crazy.
It's wild to watch.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that was like the most startling to me is this, and I don't know who won or what the athlete's name was, a 6-minute mile, but running on skis.
I saw that,
yes.
Uphill, yeah.
Did you see this? How do you do that? I can't run a 6-minute mile Period. Let alone on skis uphill. My gosh.
Yeah. Oh, so impressive. Jasmine Jones, by the way, bobsledding starts this weekend. Her first competition is on the 19th.
So check it out.
Bookmark it, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Cassidy. All right, so to come on Talk Pittsburgh, we're checking in with Barry Pentar in the newsroom for your first look at the KDK Evening News.
Plus, can you bend and touch your toes without even thinking about it? That super flexibility may be called hypermobility, and it can actually be tied to other health conditions. We're learning more after the break. Touching your toes easy, doing the splits harder, pushing your thumb back against your arm. Okay, definitely a special skill.
Yeah, but it's actually much more than that. It's called hypermobility, and it's connected to your overall health in a way you may be totally unaware of, from joint issues to chronic pain and even vascular circulation.
Have questions? Yeah, we do too. Dr. Natalie Gentili from Direct Care Physicians of Pittsburgh and Rebel Wellness is here to explain it all. This is one of those topics that I kept seeing floating around on social media, and I said, can you tell us more about this? And you said, oh yes, I can. So for people who maybe like me have seen this, but aren't really sure what it is, can you help us by giving us the definition, what it is?
First, I want to preface by saying this was not something I learned much about in medical school, and really until I was in training and saw people dealing with this issue. So it's not widely understood or talked about, but we're hearing more and more on social media. Hypermobility is not just being double jointed. Right? Hypermobility refers to a problem with our connective tissue. Connective tissue lines so many parts of our body, our vessels, our gut, and when we, and our joints, of course, also, and when we have instability in that connective tissue, even if you can move your joint a certain direction, if that's unstable, you're going to get hurt. And that is happening on our insides too. It's not just, you know, can you pull your finger back?
Yes, right.
Exactly.
And this is also connected to vascular health as well. Talk about that.
Yeah, and that's not talked about enough. In vascular health, because that connective tissue wraps around our vessels are supposed to contract, they're supposed to dilate normally with our position changes, with exercise. But if we've got problems with that connective tissue, those vessels can just kind of stay floppy. They stay more dilated, and you might get dizziness, fatigue, easy bruising. These are just some of the issues we have, let alone problems with your heart.
Interesting. Well, and this sounds like something that, because it touches in so many different areas, how do you get a proper diagnosis, and then what do you do with that information?
So there are diagnoses out there that I find, especially in women, are not diagnosed for years and years on end. And a lot of times with hypermobility, it's because it's very siloed in healthcare. We look at, you know, the cardiologist looks at heart health, you know, or vascular health. The ortho is someone who you're going to because of the joint concerns, and on and on. It takes really solid primary care to see this big picture. And unfortunately, because we don't have so much education about it in primary care, and because there's not a lot of time with patients, that big global diagnosis is not easy to make. And for a lot of women and people who deal with hypermobility, it takes up to a decade in some instances.
And I can see it being really confusing because some of the symptoms and you're talking about here, your dizziness, tiredness, all cold hands and cold feet, those can be attributed to so many other things.
They're very non-specific symptoms. A lot of times you're mislabeled as, oh, you're just depressed. Oh, you just have too much going on in your life.
Are you low iron? Maybe you should take iron supplements.
It could be a lot of things, right? And I think another thing is really seeing someone over a trajectory of time. Like a lot of times in hypermobility, people are frequently injured over time. They get into exercise, but the exercise is not helpful for their hypermobility and really tailored around it. So they're frequently getting injured. It takes someone to say, wait a second, why? Why are you getting frequently injured? Why are you dealing with all of these symptoms? And you have to ask the questions.
And so one of the things that I saw was there's this, it sounds like kind of generic test that you can do to test if you might have hypermobility, but that as we get a little bit older, it might be harder even to diagnose with that test.
Yeah, the testing is one thing. I think the bigger thing is seeing the global picture and the pattern of symptoms, because in some patients, they may not have some of this testing positive on exam, right? Or there are genetic tests, for example, for different type of hypermobility syndrome, but that might be really nonspecific, the testing that you get back. It's all about the clinical picture, and that's what's so important with it. We also are seeing overlap with diseases like POTS, which is an issue with your heart rate really rising a lot when you go to standing, for example. Endometriosis, another one we're seeing an overlap with hypermobility. And so what's happening is if we don't have awareness of this, then again, you're going years upon years without diagnoses to get the proper help that you need.
I was just saying to her before we started, I said, I did this with my arms. I'm like, am I hypermobile? What does this mean? Like, can I, because my arms bend?
Diagnose her, is she?
Right on the spot, we're
right
gonna do that.
I'm like, look at this. Is this hypermobility?
What do you think, Doctor? Silly?
Please don't diagnose me.
I will not give medical advice today.
But I think it is like, okay, let's say you do go through and you get the diagnosis. What then do you do with that information? Because again, it touches so many different components. You need good primary care, but is there anything that we can do to prevent the injuries or prevent any of the other issues we're going to have with it?
Sure thing. So one of my favorite things is to refer to a physical therapist who knows what they're doing with hypermobility. And we do have them in the city and in the region.
That's great.
And they can be excellent at making sure your exercise routine is tailored to keep you safe from getting hurt.
That's wonderful.
Yes. I think also understanding the symptoms that you have with the bigger syndrome, right? Like if it's mainly your heart rate changes, maybe you need to wear compression stockings. Maybe you need to add electrolytes or more fluid into your dietary pattern. There are medical interventions we can do, like certain medicines you can take that can help with these symptoms. There are ways to help, but you got to get the diagnosis.
You have to get the diagnosis.
All right, well, before we let you go, we want to say congratulations. You have this big new position. Tell us about it.
The medical editor.
Yes.
I saw this.
ACMS Bulletin.
I wasn't sure anything about this, but tell us more. We just
Wow. Yeah, the Allegheny County Medical Society is an incredible collaboration and support for physicians in our county, and I'm so excited to be part of it. I'm the medical editor of our bulletin, which is the work we're going to be putting out to share education and medical, topics with our colleagues. I'm so excited.
I love you. Me?
You're a perfect person to do that. You do. You speak so fluently about these issues, and it just comes natural.
So passionate too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Congrats. Thank you. All right. If you're interested in learning more about direct care physicians of Pittsburgh or Rebel Wellness, head to our website kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
Still to come on the show, KDKA reporter Barry Pintar standing by in the newsroom with the stories you don't want to miss tonight on the KDKA Evening News. Now we're taking a moment to find out what you can expect to see on KDKA TV News tonight at 4, 5, and 6.
Barry Pintar is in our newsroom with some of the stories our news team is working on. Barry?
Yeah, good afternoon, Heather and Mikey. Here are a few of those stories going on behind me right now. First, a fire chief in South Greensburg facing serious charges. He's accused of stealing money from the department. How much? Into the six figures. We'll tell you what we know so far. And Route 28 drivers just can't seem to get a break during their morning commute. We've told you about the days of shards on the roadway causing multi-flat tires. Well, today, just a bit north of that spot, a giant car-sized boulder rolled right near the road with others as well. Lanes had to be cleared, traffic diverted. KDK's drone team was in the air, and we're talking to PennDOT about exactly what happened. Finally, he is arguably one of the biggest social media influences in Pittsburgh and southwestern Pennsylvania. Johnny Pittsburgh is a well-loved influencer and has been tagged by Visit PA to represent this area to people considering paying a visit to the region. We will meet him and tell you how you can quite easily actually talk to him one-on-one. All that and more coming up just a few minutes on our newscasts.
So we actually talked about the Visit PA program and the hotline.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Is that what it is? So we listened to it, we called it in, and you heard the Yinzer accent. So that's him.
Yeah, so you can do the Yinzer accent, but what we're going to tell you about tonight, you can actually call in and talk to him one-on-one. We'll tell you how it works. It's pretty cool.
Oh my God.
I know, right?
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Very neat.
I really would like to meet him.
I know.
I follow him.
He seems like a good time.
Such good content.
Yeah. Thanks, Barry.
Thanks, Barry. Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, we're wrapping things up with another quick look at your forecast.
Welcome back. Some scattered snow showers today, but tomorrow we'll see those wrap up. And our temperatures, they're still struggling below average. We're only going to be into the low 20, mid to upper 20s really through tomorrow. But I promise you, we have some warmer weather in store as we gear up for Valentine's Day. It really is looking nice. We're talking about the 40s and even 50s. So we're not done with those. They're coming.
Oh, something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So exciting.
The flowers will be up soon.
I can see it now.
You can see it.
My fake flowers, just beautiful.
Mine too, Mary.
Okay.
Where the faux flower
I just
float.
killed them.
All right. Okay, coming up tomorrow on Talk Pittsburgh, do you want a workplace where the energy is high, the burnout is low? Discover some smart strategies to keep you and your team focused, fired up, and ready to win the workday.
And you're running out of time to score a Valentine's Day gift. But it doesn't mean your sweetie needs to know you're a last-minute Lou. We have Flower Power in the house, how you can score a balloon that will impress.
Thanks so much for joining us for Talk Pittsburgh. We're also streaming on CBS News Pittsburgh tonight at 9. KDKA TV News at 4 starts right now.